old were you initially when you started taking drugs?
12.
12?
No, it wasn't actually drugs, it was like sniffing glue and gas and shit. But then it went into weed, which I still smoke, and LSD and stuff, and then heroin and crack.
Brian? First of all, what's your name, please?
Brian.
Brian, how long have you been homeless for in total?
In total?
Yeah.
On and off since I was 18.
Is it?
Well, 19, yeah.
And you're currently, how old are you?
52.
52. And Brian, you know, initially, like the first time, how did you actually end up homeless?
Through I'll be honest, I started taking drugs when I was at an early age and that like messed up my mum and dad's life and that, and my mum took my side and all that stuff, and I'm from Aberdeen up Scotland, and I started coming down to England for a few months at a time, going from town to town and that, and then I just never went back to Scotland.
How old were you initially when you started taking drugs?
12.
12?
No, it wasn't actually drugs, it was like sniffing glue and gas and shit. But then it went into weed, which I still smoke, and LSD and stuff, and then heroin and crack. I don't touch that now, I just drink and smoke weed, that's good enough for me.
I mean, we find obviously it's very difficult to come off of it. How did you manage to come off it?
Just getting in jail and then getting clean and then coming out and just not doing it again.
And if you don't mind me asking, what kind of things, Brian, did you end up in jail for?
House breaking. I'm talking about years ago, not now, nowhere near now. I mean, house breaking, just general. I used to be a thieving cunt.
Okay. Yeah. And you know, Brian, being homeless, where do you currently sleep then?
Wherever.
Wherever. Where did you sleep last night?
Over beside the.
By the church.
No, what's that station called over there?
Bethnal Green station.
No, the other one over there.
Okay.
Cambridge Heath.
Say that again?
Cambridge Heath station.
Okay.
Just somewhere behind there, yeah.
And what do you find to be the toughest part about being homeless?
There is only one tough part, winter.
Serious, obviously winter, and it was freezing a few months ago. How did you cope?
It's still pretty cold now.
Yeah, exactly, right now it's snowing, so how did you cope during these times?
Well, I mean, I know this is a bit of a cliche, but I'm from Aberdeen, you know Aberdeen.
It's
you know what I mean?
already,
So it's probably snowing up there right now, it's proper snow. But
where's your family?
I've got a brother in Hastings, you know, Hastings in Sussex. And my dad and my brother, well, I don't even know if my dad's alive, I don't talk to him, I've never really got home with my dad, but I've got a brother in Hastings and a brother in Aberdeen, so.
When was the last time you spoke to your brothers?
2011.
11, so 10 years ago. And do they know that you're homeless?
Yeah.
They know?
Yeah, I mean, my brother in Hastings is a train driver, and he got my job in 2010, 2011. I was cleaning trains, and you know, because you can work with electricity and that, because it's trains and that, I was on heroin at the time, and so I had to come off heroin, obviously because you get drug tested and all that shit. But because I've been on drugs all my life before that, I got so bored with just being normal. I went back on drugs and I lost my job because I had got drug tests and that. And,
That's interesting. So you got so bored of being normal that you wanted to come back to that old lifestyle.
No, not homeless. I just want to take drugs again.
Okay, all right, got you. And is there what do you miss the most from when you were not homeless?
TV, football.
Yeah, you're a football fan.
Of course, West Ham all the way.
Yeah, and obviously, so not having TV, you know. And how does your day like? You just spend your day like this, or what do you do on a day?
I don't beg. You know, you get loads of constantly begs for heroin shit. I don't do that. I mean, I smoke weed and I drink, and that's it.
Yeah.
So that's not a big amount of money that I need.
So you're like your regular day. What does it look like? What do you do?
Well, I get up. Because of the COVID nowadays, there's nowhere to go and have a shower or nothing like that. And can't get a haircut. But I get up. There's a shop around there that gives you free coffee and that. I don't know if it's called second shot. I go there for a cup of tea and something to eat and that, and then I start begging, drink a couple of beers, go to sleep again if I'm tired, get up about 4 like I did today, and beg now.
And then, you know, in a few weeks' time, I think next week, the lockdown rules are changing. So if we can get you a haircut, would that be okay with you?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that'd be nice. And I want to ask you, you know, being homeless for this long, what's the nicest thing in your entire journey someone has done for you?
I mean, I've had like strangers. Well, they're strangers at the time, but after they meet you a few times, they're like taking you to their house and put you up for a few days and all that stuff. But
they take you to their house?
No, not straight away. They don't say, "Oh, you're home, come on." You've got to get to know them after a few weeks and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Wow, that's nice. So
that's the nicest thing anybody's ever done.
What's the meanest thing someone has done to you?
Basically, when I was homeless in the West End in London, you know, I've had people walking past. You know, if I'm sitting here begging and if you're tired and you fall asleep and that, I've had, you know the West End, like Oxford Street, and that, you know, everybody's pissed and that at the weekend. And that. I've had people walk past, boot in the face, smash bottles over my head, just to make their friends laugh and shit.
Just to show off, innit?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we've that's very common. We've heard that a lot. That's heartbreaking, really. And you know, being homeless, what's the one lesson that you've learned?
Tell youngsters not to be fucking dickheads like I was.
You're admitting it.
Oh, yeah.
And,
I don't know. I'm talking about.
Back then, innit?
It's because of my past. It's made me my life now.
Yeah, true. So in that case, if you could go back, what's the one thing you would change?
Knowing who makes money now, I'd be a plumber. I'd be a plumber.
Yeah. So, and what gets you through the tough times?
Marijuana.
Yeah.
Weed, yeah. Weed.
And you know, people that are gonna watch this video, what would your final message be? What would you want them to know?
Don't ignore us all. We're not all. I mean, I don't care if I swear, but we're not all total dickheads. There's a lot of nice homeless people out there,
of course,
like myself and that. And, but there is a lot of dickheads. And I understand why people ignore us all and think, oh, fucking keep away from him, he's a scumbag, because a lot of them, we're all tarred with the same brush. You know what I mean? So, but a lot of us, I mean, a lot of us have worked a lot over the years of our lives, which I have and that. Yeah. We're not all just out and out, down and out scumbags, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. And you know, there's good and bad everywhere.
Of course, yeah.
And Brian, when was the last time you had a nice hot meal?
Every day.
Every day you have a nice hot meal?
No. I mean, I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat meat.
Yeah, exactly.
But not like hot meals, not. But I mean, there's a church just there, right?
Yeah,
that church
exactly.
There.
We just came from there. Yeah.
They serve food on a Tuesday night now.
Oh, nice.
I don't use it anymore. I get money to buy my own food and that, because when I say I'm a vegetarian, I'm not actually a vegan because I can't afford to be a vegan, but I'm really strict about what I eat. I don't eat butter, I don't eat eggs, any form of eggs, and even pastry. So it's hard for me to eat.
What's your favourite vegetarian food then? What do you like?
Anything that doesn't kill animals, I'm happy. I've got food to me.
And you know, we mentioned about the haircut. When we want to come back to you, how do we find you? Do you have a phone or?
No,
are you normally here?
To be honest, yeah, I'm always around here somewhere.
Okay.
But to be honest, I don't even want a phone. I don't need a phone.
You don't need it?
No. I mean, I haven't really got any friends, just associates, you know what I mean? I don't want any friends because it's not, no, that sounds sad. It's not I don't want any friends, it's just that most of the people around here, as you probably know, they're all in smack and shit like that. And
I've spoken to a lot of them as well.
Yeah,
and you know, in our car, we've got some like underwear, socks and things like that. Is it okay if we give you some of those things? Yeah? Alright, so give us a few minutes, we're going to go and get those for you. Is that okay? I've got some socks in here and some underwear as well.
Well, I don't know. A lot, like you said, a lot of people don't want to give money to people, but do they think you're automatically going to spend your drugs? But I know a lot of people around here that actually use the money to go and pay for someone to stay that night or for a weekend or whatever. But I know a lot of people spend it, I mean, heroin and all that shit.
But you know, people that donate to us, and what we do is we buy stuff like this, what we're giving you. What would your message be to those people?
What? got a good heart, I don't know.